of livelihood. There are a lot of traditional occupations where person's capacity to work decreases after 50, after 55. And that is the time, if he is not looked after by the family, he finds a very distressing life ahead of him. So government has taken care of right from elderlies. We also have schemes like Cyber Age for our students. Students of 12th standard higher secondary are given free, almost virtually free laptops. Every year, every student gets a laptop. So he passes out with a inclination to work in the digital sector. Our Narendra Modi ji's dream of Make in India, our dream of social security, his dream of social security, 12 rupees, 1 rupee per month insurance, 1 rupee per day life insurance, pension schemes were there in Goa much ahead of times. We were today's current defense minister, who was a chief minister at the helm of affairs in Goa in 2004, and introduced a lot of schemes. We have a scheme for promoting girl child, Ladli Lakshmi. It's a flagship scheme of government of Goa, trying to be emulated by other governments also. And I am proud to say that our government of Goa, under the able leadership of Lakshmikant Parsekar ji, is taking all this forward. We had a loss of revenue. This being an economic forum, I would like to share this. We had a loss of revenue from mining sector, which was a major revenue for government of Goa's economy. But we fared pretty well. We tried without imposing any more taxes. And I believe that government is there to serve people. People elect government. People elect their representatives to take decisions on their behalf, which don't harm the population, which don't harm the society. And I am proud to say that our government here has succeeded in that. Moreover, we have not increased any of the taxes, but tried to plug all the loopholes of the treasury, tried to mop up revenues to the existing tax structure, increase our reach, make it easier for taxpayers. Though there were some compliance issues which came up. In fact, I addressed August gathering here just 2 months back on compliance issues of we have introduced. We are preparing ourselves for GST, and GST requires a lot of data for compliance. So from that perspective, there was sudden change in the compliance structure of the VAT and commercial taxes in Goa. There was a seminar organized by Chamber, which was well attended, and government pitched in with its department, with its head of department, to explain to the people what were the changes, what was required. So government and industry are going in tandem. Lot of, I will not say lots of investment is coming to Goa, but there is a steady flow of investment in Goa, especially in tourism and industrial sector. And government has started investment promotion board with the sole aim of making industries' life easier for industry to set up in Goa. We don't want any more hassles, no bureaucratic red tapeism. We want to cut that. Our intention is to give good governance to industry, to people. If industry grows, I think the society will be much more better. Industry provides jobs, taxes, and if they are encouraged, you can do a lot more for the society. You can help Goa reach its destinations. We are one of the progressive states in India. We are uniquely placed. We have a very small population of 15 lakhs. I was in UP for general elections, and I was in Amethi, our Prince Charming's constituency. You will be surprised to note that there are power cuts of 18 hours, and the remaining 6 hours there is no guarantee that power will come. No household has TV. 95% of the households don't have televisions. They don't have fans because they can't use it. Toilet is a luxury. That house which has a toilet is a big house which is of a landlord or something like that. There are no roads. I was surprised with the 10 years rule. The person at the helm of affairs. I'm just narrating this to bring to your notice that a government who is responsive and a government who is aloof, there are two types. Who can work well for the people? people should know the difference. आम्ही गोंयांत जर मातशी 5 मिनटां लायट गेल्यार खंय तरी बोवाळ मारपाक चालू जाता. Today there was a power failure. In fact, we are replacing earthing conductor from TV to Kurti via Palsare. It's all damaged. So there only one power circuit out of the two is working right now. So there is 50% load available. And unfortunately, there was a little more withdrawal from the Kollim side, so our Pandi feeder stripped. But definitely, I was there in the morning today at substation, and we have set it in order. It will not happen. Let me assure you that power in Goa is a good situation, fairly good compared to the rest of the country. We don't have power cuts. Though there are power failures very sometimes, but moreover, it's a fairly good power situation in Goa. We have our quota of our own power allotted to us. So that was about the scenario of government, industry, Goa. I appeal to everybody. I mean, there are very few in the audience today, but I think whoever is there here should, more than the information gatherer, should become a spokesperson of this program. Go out and tell your friends, your colleagues. I expected, in fact, more student crowd. Sometimes someone from the mycology side or from the science side to come here, some final year students or something, so that they can know of the opportunities that can lie in front of them from the perspective of their employment or for their future. But anyway, the crowd is limited today. But from this crowd, I expect you all to be ambassadors, propagate to 10 more, 20 more people, friends maybe, or your business partners, your other colleagues, and get maximum out of this program. I believe the panel that we have today, Goa is blessed to have this mycological conference here, because I was reading about it. It is much sought after. Last was in China, and somehow we don't realize the importance of these important events that take place. Many events take place in Goa. Goa is a favorite destination for a lot of events. But somehow we don't harness the international personalities that come here. I remember an event in architectural field where top architects of the world came here. But somehow it was just missed by the media, by our own people. And that whole, they were just confined in a 5-star atmosphere. They enjoyed, they deliberated among their trade, their practices, and then they went away. It was such a, when I came to know of it, I felt that there should have been some series of lectures planned. We could have got some more knowledge from them. But somehow we go on a little lazy, that's why we don't fare good in competitive exams. But I think the scene is changing. Many of us are much more active today with the flow of information that we have. I am glad that Chamber has organized this interactions among the academia and the industry. It is much needed, because sometimes the research is so expensive that it cannot be put in actual production practice. So perhaps we can both interact, get in touch with each other, find more avenues so that research can be funded through the generation of revenues from the industry. I am thankful to the Chamber for inviting me here to address this gathering, and expect more such programs from Chamber. Government support will always be there. I, as a chairman of Economic Development Corporation, invite all the entrepreneurs to come and interact with us, find out the avenues. We have got loan facilities at very good competitive rates. Banks also are competing with us, but we being in the government sector directly, a government entity, we are also very competitive. We have reduced. I mean, we have not. Somehow our staff has been insulated from the mentality of bureaucracy. And we work as if it's a good organization. I have tried to ensure that in the last 4 months I am there. Though the mentality takes some time to change, but definitely I see change. They are willing to work, but you should be there to use them. Use all our schemes. Implement them. I mean, that is how you can make government and citizens work. Once again, thank you all for listening to me. Thank GCCI for inviting me here, and thank all the academicians for sparing your valuable time, because you are busy in your own fields of work, for coming and interacting with us. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Siddharth Rupekar. You gave a very broad and good vision. Thank you very much for giving the perspective. Before we proceed to the panel discussion, I think I got a message that I should control you, but basically I believe that Goa is not for mycology, but mycology is for Goa. That's why I thought I will not control you, because that is the approach of the state for all these centuries, that people should come and give the benefit of knowledge. So a little adjustment can be done by organizers, because everybody is busy here. And I request the panel discussion to continue the discussion by 11:45.
I think we'll certainly do a good job, and I want to give a little background to, Siddharth was very, very forthcoming about industry. So I actually wanted to address some of your remarks because it was very valuable for us. I have spent a lot of time in industry, and there are basically two kinds, and we talk about, in the context of why this interaction between academia and industry is important, is because in raw